Bro, this guy is glazing Solo Leveling, so I wanted to watch because I loved the fucking show when I watched it.
I love you. You ever heard those words before? Well, you have now. You know what else I love? Solo Leveling. I
Yep,
think it is a must-watch show. It's a little something
absolutely
called
is.
anime. Might have heard of it before.
Anime!
Solo Leveling has really blown up with the success of Season 2. It has exploded in popularity. It's broken a bunch of records, and not to put the pinky out and the fedora on, but I liked it a lot during Season 1 too, and I was preaching the good word even back then. I know it's a little hipster thing to say, but yeah, I was sucking its dick before it was cool. Though I haven't read the manhwa that it's based on, so I'm not like a primordial meat swallower of Solo Leveling, but I was an early adopter. But now
Did he just say manhwa? Isn't that technically how it's pronounced in Japanese? But I never hear like an English speaking person say that.
everyone's throwing it in a big way because the show is extraordinary. It is a really, really good show. It's a very straightforward
Jolly
show
good
with a simple
show.
premise we've seen hundreds of times before. It's not trying to reinvent spaghetti and meatballs here. It's perfectly content doing it very well. So it's basically a world where humans have awakened magical power, and these gates are starting to appear which act like dungeons in video games, if any
Yes.
of you are gamers out there.
Fellow gamers, stand up!
And the humans that have these powers become hunters more often than not, and they are ranked
Sorry for that joke.
from E to S. E being dog shit tier, absolutely useless, bottom of the barrel, to S being the creme de la creme, the best the society has to offer. So these hunters will take these missions from their guilds, or sometimes not even with guild work, and go to the gates, defeat the boss to close the gate.
Unless you're Sung Jin Woo, and then you can just do it yourself. Just do it himself. Because the other teammates that he would have potentially had on his team,
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
yeah,
The
Donald
hunters
Trump said it
protect
best.
the rest of humanity by closing these gates so that way the magic beasts don't come in and fuck us all in the face. And that's kind of the whole idea of the world in a nutshell, and we follow the weakest hunter of them all, Sung Jin Woo. Now, real quick before I dive into what makes the show super special and extremely good, I'd like to thank the sponsor for this video. Big thanks to DC Dark Legion for sponsoring.
DC, bro. I only like Marvel, bruh. I'm sorry.
This video. DC Dark Legion is a new official DC game. It's available through the iOS and Google Play Store, so available on
And it's a mobile game, and it's one of those that looks like this. What the fuck?
PC. It's a pretty simple game, making it optimal for
Ew.
pickup and play, so you can enjoy it anytime, anywhere, with a
Disgusting.
beautiful UI and a really fun gameplay loop that's a
Bro, the only DC games I will play are the Batman games. That's it.
strategy game and simulator, where you're going to be
Why
collecting
does Batman look like
UI
that?
and a really fun gameplay
What the fuck is that? Why does he look like that? Ew. Ew.
loop that's a strategy game and simulator, where you're going to be collecting and building out your DC champions, making them bigger and better, customizing your bat caves, saving civilians and building shelters, and you can fight alongside with
Bro, that shit look like Doomsday Preppers. Only OGs know what the fuck that is.
your bat caves, saving civilians and building shelters, and you can fight alongside with and battle others in a PvP game mode as well. With a high quality comic book art style and an authentic DC experience with a story that'll have you going through iconic locations in the DC universe, as well as having iconic
I don't even know a single iconic location in the DC universe. Other than Gotham City and Metropolis, bruh. And the Fortress of Solitude. That's all I know about DC. Actually, no, Louisiana too. I think, in Suicide Squad or whatever.
beloved DC characters in it, It's a game
That's my favorite iconic location in DC is Louisiana.
that's filled to the brim with content. It's free to play. Almost all champions released at launch can be unlocked for free within 1 month of play, and you can collect over 350 bleed draws to unlock almost all champions. You can use my gift code DCDL999 to get plenty of resources and 3 hero pulls called World Anvil Fragment. It's available now. Big thanks again to DC Dark Legion for sponsoring. So Sung Jin Woo is an E-ranked hunter.
I
who
wonder
is
if that game even
absolute-
exists anymore. You know what? I'm looking it up. I'm going on my phone and I'm looking it up. Because I am very curious. Oh, it does. Interesting. There's a power wash simulator on mobile and it's free? Oh, of course it's on Apple Arcade, so you still have to pay for it. Nope, fuck that.
Trash. He can't fight shit, and he is useless to pretty much every party he's on. He is
Hey,
a
that's
knuckle
me.
sandwich magnet. The magic beasts treat him just like this fucking meat punching bag for them to dominate. And he is well known as the weakest hunter in this world. But even though he's
Bro,
still
those skeletons and the goblins be like,
gets walloped by anything with a pulse, he
Metro boom and make it boom. Metro boom and make him boom. Make him boom.
continues to go on these dangerous missions through these gates as an E-rank hunter, getting his clock clean time and time again for the singular purpose of trying to make money through being a hunter to hopefully at some point save his mother from an incurable disease. When one of his missions goes awry and everyone in his party starts to be slaughtered from a gate that turned into something a little bit more, Sung Jin Woo is facing death.
A little bit more, yeah. That gate turned into just a tiny bit more than he was expecting.
Directly. And he is lamenting how all of it is playing out. He is sacrificing himself to save others, and it just feels so unfair. And right before he's about to perish, at the last second before his death, he was chosen by the system to be its
Oh, by the way, chat, subscribe.
player, which gives him an ability no other hunters that we know of have, the ability to level up. So he can level up his strength and everything like that, just like a video game. And now, Sung Jin Woo has unlimited potential through his ability to level up. And he also gets quests, he gets items, he gets summons. And we get to watch him go from the weakest hunter in the world to the strongest hunter the universe has to offer, at least that we've seen so far. As I said earlier, it's not a unique concept. This is a premise I've seen explored before in other shows as well. But solo leveling does it very well, and it's also beautifully animated. The big thing that has blown solo leveling up is its action.
Bro, literally, the show looks perfect. It's so insane. It's so insane.
The animation for all of its action, and there is a lot of action, is just to a top-notch degree that people are loving it. And it helps that it is well written. Like, it is a good story, and it isn't, like, always just right in your face. Everything's just like, you know, put the square in the square hole. There are a lot of twists and moving
That's right. The square hole.
parts to the narrative itself. But that's not, I would argue, that's not like the bread and butter of the show. The big thing that people love is Sung Jin Woo and his aura farming, as they call it, but just the way that he is able to fight and the way he's able to get stronger. And we get to watch him fight stronger and stronger enemies as he comes up with creative solutions to the combat. He gets so many items, so many abilities, and so many...
Bro, before he had the level up, this was Sung Jin Woo.
Michael, don't leave me here. Michael, help me.
Summons at his disposal that it makes every fight feel super fucking fresh and really cool. And the animation is breathtaking. This is I would say this is up there with like Jujutsu Kaisen level animation. Like their fights, I think, are so.
Still haven't seen that show, bro. My coworker won't stop glazing the fuck out of that show, and I still haven't seen it. I think that's why I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna lie. Every time somebody hypes shit up way too much, I just like lose interest. Does anybody else relate to that?
So good. It also has an absolute slapper of a soundtrack, so during some of the fights, you'll hear the OST kick in, and it just elevates it to such a hype level. Now, while I think Solo Leveling is a must-watch, I don't think it's a perfect show. I think there's quite a few valid complaints, especially when it comes to Season 1. So, Danny has been watching...
No, there's not. I love Season 1. Season 1's perfect. Shut your mouth.
Oh, brother!
No, I'm just kidding.
Watching Solo Leveling since all of this hype around it. He wanted to get in and see if it's as good as it is, you know, as people lead him to believe it is. So he just started it recently and he's really liking it, but he had some like really valid complaints that I also said about Season 1 in particular, where there's not really any characters outside of Sung Jin-woo. Like, yes, there's some other people that are introduced, but they're never really fleshed out. They're kind of just there in the background, just kind of idly doing shit, while Sung Jin-woo is going through all of these gates and his own quests by himself.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair, but like, I mean, when he brought in the fake crew, there was a reason for that. But I think he's talking about like the people that are supposed to be like the main side characters and they just do nothing the whole show. And then they're kind of like dumb. They're like, "Oh, wait. You were a fully grown adult? When did you get taller and when did you hit puberty again?" Like, nobody questions anything, really.
The name would imply solo leveling. But that kind of makes it so you never really get to care about anyone besides Jinwoo, because you just don't really get to know anyone besides him. Which for some people, they're not going to give a fuck, but I do think it is a valid thing to say.
I think I am some people. I think I am.
Underwhelming that you only have one character that you ever really care about, and that also every fight Jinwoo gets in usually wraps up in like 1 or maybe 1.5 episodes. Throughout all of Solo Leveling, we're watching him become just fucking busted strong. Like, he is overpowering everyone pretty easily most of the time. There are a lot of times, mainly in Season 1, where it is like life and death. He gets very close.
If y'all haven't seen the show, spoiler, but do y'all remember when he, like, murdered those people that set him up? That shit, so fucking peak. I was rooting for him to get revenge, and I was hoping that he was gonna take that revenge, and he did! And I was so glad. I was so hyped to see some evil shit take place.
And then squeaks it out. But for the most part, he is dog walking them. He is absolutely eating their lunch. He comes through, he's got, you know, hands by his side, cool, calm,
He's down there going, "Y'all are dog water! You're dog water! Your ass! Your ass! Get shit on!"
Collected, and he just fucks them. And it's very hype. It's very cool. But I do think it could be kind of lackluster for people, where you build up to this really strong boss fight that ends in like 5 or 6 minutes because Jinwoo just slaps them around.
No, I
okay.
think in Season 1 they powered him up way too quick. I mean, they really did the realistic thing that a person that's really into a video game would do, which is grind the fuck out of levels. Just literally level farming. That's what he does in like the 3rd episode. And then he's like unbelievably powerful for the rest of the show. So like they did the realistic thing that a gamer would do, but I kind of wish they just like built up to it a little bit more than that.
He's like One Punch Man almost at this point, you know what I mean? Like, I could see why that could be not as satisfying to watch for some people, but for me, and I guess tons of other people, it is. Because the fights are still really beautiful. Jinwoo I still think is a really strong character, not just like in terms of his actual power, but like I actually think he is just a compelling character to watch and root for. But it is fair to say that if he's never challenged, it would get stale. Because you want to see him actually have to try and struggle against a really strong enemy where he finally overcomes it. You know, that's...
Bro, I can't. Oh no. In season 3, they're gonna take his powers away and make him start over or something. Because, like, yeah, there's no way to continue it. Like, with what he's saying right now, it makes perfect sense. Oh, they're gonna take his power away. And he's gonna have to start over. At least if he starts over, he actually, like, maybe builds up his power a little slower, I hope.
Part of the hero's journey. And we do still get that. But I definitely recognize that in season 2, we're mainly just watching him go ballistic and never really getting into a situation where I felt like, oh, he might lose, or he's going to have to really squeak some miracle out here to win this. It always felt like Jinwoo was firmly in control during all of it, even the strongest final fight. Now, in season 2, we do get to learn about a few more characters to actually give a fuck about, which I think is very nice. So in season 1, it's pretty much only Jinwoo that anyone is gonna care about, but season 2 we get a lot more characters coming into the fold because now he is an S rank and everyone knows now. Everyone in the world knows he's an S rank, so now we get to meet the other S ranks, and some of them get a little bit of depth added to them, which I think is good because there should be more characters that you give a fuck about other than Jinwoo. Even though I think Jinwoo is always going to be the biggest draw in Solo Leveling because he's the most...
If I remember correctly, they introduced that one, like, S-rank person in Season 1, and then they never did anything with her in Season 1. I don't remember the whole show very well, but I remember that part where they introduced her, and I don't think they did anything with her for the rest of the season, if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting and most hype character the show has so far, but it is nice that now there are some other characters that we get to learn about in season 2 that I think people would like to see stick around and not get, you know, eviscerated. Anyway though, I'll stop yapping about it. I think Solo Leveling is a must-watch, especially for anyone that likes, you know, over-the-top anime action. It's a beautifully animated show and just a great time. That's really about it.
Yeah, the game is fun as fuck too. I'm not gonna lie at all. I kind of want to... I think the game is for sale. I don't remember if it's free or not. Wait, let me look it up. Yeah, it looks like the game is $40 now. From the demo that I played, it was really fun though. I don't know. It's the perfect game to, or it's the perfect show to make a game out of, because the show is based on a video game, so, or on video game mechanics. So like it's just perfect. The way they did it is great. Why is he looking so disappointedly at me right now? Anyways, chat, like and subscribe.
Let's up those numbers!
I will see y'all later. Bye.